the person at the bar isn't really thinking about you. They're not trying to ruin your night in particular. They're not trying to attack you in particular. You're just a means to an end. And sometimes that means to an end gets a lot more violent, or gets a lot, a lot more traumatic depending on what someone wants to use you for. But ultimately that has nothing to do with you. And all of that can be avoided as best as possible just by noticing, just by paying attention, being in the moment. And when you first hear that drunk person at the bar, that's the first sign that, like, okay, this could go into a place that maybe I wouldn't necessarily choose, but it's here. So I can choose to stay, or I can choose to go, or I can choose to walk up to that guy and say, hey buddy, how you doing? I had a rough day. So it looks like you're having a rough day too. You want to share a beer? Tell me a little bit about it. You could take it upon yourself to go talk to that person that just disrupted the moment. There are so many options. You could choose to ignore them, and some people can do that really well. They can hear someone getting attacked in the like two car lanes away in a parking lot, and they just block it out. Like, that's not my problem. So you can block it out, you can leave, you can decide to get more involved, or you can just go. But there's always so many choices, and it's just so interesting how often we act like we're helpless. We're helpless to the situation, we're helpless to other people, we're helpless to reality, and it's like we're really not. There's always an option, there's always a choice. And and when you relax, when you pay attention, you just have more space. You are more space to just take in what's available, what's around you. And then you feel less anger.